Bonjour, it is I, and I've decided to return. Sorry for the delay in videos. It's been great to see all the other guys in the community videos posting stuff, and I've really been trying to keep up to date with what's been going on, and I appreciate all my current subscribers sticking around, and also in my absence I've had some new subscribers, so really appreciate you guys. Not forgotten about you by any means. It's just literally I haven't been buying as much as before, due to various reasons, you know, job and all that kind of thing. But now I am finally settling back into comics. Never really lost my passion for it. It's just always been on the back burner. But now, yeah, as I said, I'm getting back into it. I'm starting to buy again, and just checking the forums again, reading about comics. Like I mentioned before, I love reading about comics as much as I do love reading comics. In fact, I probably read more about comics than I do the actual comics, especially recently, not so much before, but especially recently, because there's so much good stuff out there. I mean, this is a great book. Just goes through the different time periods. You know, you've got your swinging 60s, so the Silver Age, just key books. I do find myself trying to pick up particular books I've seen in here. So no, it's a good way of discovering books that you haven't necessarily seen or heard of before, or just ones that, you know, slip through the net, so to speak. But yeah, no, this is great book by Tony Isabella. So I would definitely recommend picking it up if you can. I think Robert Puppeteer's already got it, but fantastic book. So without further ado, let's crack on with the update. So this is a book you've actually seen before. This is My Amazing Spider-Man 33, the final chapter, an iconic book by Ditko and Stan Lee. The only difference being, I now have this fantastic signature on it. I was fortunate enough to meet Stan Lee at the London Super Comic Con in February, which goes to show you how long a guy filmed a video. Yeah, it was great. It was, although I met him or saw him for about 10-15 seconds, just be able to see him and him signing a piece of history was fantastic. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. So it was a great opportunity. London Super Comic Con 2013 is shaping up to be a good one as well. Herb Trimpe, as well as Neil Adams, have been confirmed, as well as others. So make sure you check it out. It'll be good. So yeah, the next book I got was amazing. No, the Uncanny XMen 266 First Appearance of Gambit. Again, a really nice book. I don't really collect modern stuff, but I do actually really like Gambit, especially from the cartoon series when I was younger. He was one of my favourite characters, so I did feel obliged to buy the book. It is a nice book, great art, but like I said, I'm mainly a Silver Age collector. But then I say that, and then the next book, again, I go against my thing. But I am actually really starting to get into some of the modern stuff. Like I had this thing in my mind where, I don't know, I think modern stuff doesn't really live up to my expectations, but actually, you know, certain books are fantastic. I mean, again, this is by Joe Quesada. This is MY-X23 First Appearance of X23. Great book. I didn't realise I had it, to be honest. I was looking for stuff to put in a video, and I just found this in one of my boxes. So I must have bought this without even realising. But again, prices for this are actually inflating for some reason. But it is a nice book. So it is actually great artwork, to be fair. So no, I'm actually genuinely happy with that. And here we have Adventure Comics, one of my few DC books I bought. Adventure Comics number 462, the quote-unquote death of Batman. I haven't actually read this book yet, so I'm not really sure what the plot is. It just interested me, seeing the death of Batman, but I'm assuming this isn't the actual death of Batman. Probably an Earth 2, an Earth 3, or an Earth 4 death, I don't know. I'm not too up to date with my DC stuff, so we'll definitely check it out. But to me, this was an interesting piece. It was, the artwork is nice. Well, I say nice. It is actually genuinely good artwork. and obviously the death of Batman, so I will be intrigued to see what it's about, and I look forward to reading it. So yeah, Adventure Comics 462. Then we have Tales to Astonish, number 42. Really nice book actually, really nice and bright and vibrant. The Mylar really does help add to its, its brightness. It's actually in pretty decent shape, and I actually think I got it for a pretty good price as well. So I'm actually really happy with that. Again, I haven't read it. I really do have to start reading my books. It's been really busy, and when I come back from work I'm just really tired. I even have a processing pile, so when I get my books, when I buy them in, I have a pile which I have to rebag and reboard and do all that kind of stuff. But I just sometimes come home and I just flick on YouTube, and then I can't bother to do stuff for my own collection. I just rather watch stuff about other people's. But I thought to myself today, I have to sit down and do this. So yeah, the next book is The Haunt of Fear, 18. However, this isn't actually the official. It's actually a Canadian reprint. I think it's an issue 4, I believe. The reason I got this was because I'm contemplating also getting into the EC Comics range. I know it's an expensive line, but you know what? Some of the artwork is unreal. And I don't know if it's Halloween or fast approaching or something, but I'm really getting into horror comics. So I thought this would be a good way to break into it slowly. So I got this on a decent price. So I thought, let me check it out. But I genuinely think I will be actually delving into the real deal. Stuff like Tales from the Crypt and, as I said, The Haunt of Fear. This will be a good way of testing the waters, but as far as I'm concerned, I probably will be getting into it. So there's another line to spend on. Next book I got was another great book. It is X-Men 12, First Appearance of the Juggernaut. I think this is 74 Susu's favourite character. Again, he has about 20 copies of this book. I just got my first one, but I can see why now. It is absolutely fantastic when you see it in person. I don't think my lighting or whatever does it justice. It is a really nice, bright, vibrant comic. So much going on, so much colour. It was actually well written, and the way that Juggernaut wasn't just, thrown at you. He was stage by stage. You see shadows. No one knows what it is or who it is. So yeah, no, great book. Another great addition to the collection. Key book, First Appearance. Can't really go wrong. So yeah, that's X-Men 12. Then again, I'm not really sure why I bought this, to be honest. But it caught my eye. Black comic. Freedom Fighters, Uncle Sam probably caught my eye, grabbing some ninja looking dude. It's just very interesting kind of comic. Its first issue, I guess, but yeah, Freedom Fighters #1. Haven't read it. I'll be interested to read this again, just to see what it's all about again. So yeah, that's that. This book, great book. Probably one of my favourite Spidey covers. First Appearance of Sandman, Amazing Spiderman, issue 4. Got this from my good friend Chromium Comics, aka Alan, and I've been after this book for a while. This is probably one of my favourite Spider-Man covers actually. I'm really glad to have it. But not much I'll say, but that is a key book and I'm very happy to have it in my collection, so thank you very much, Alan. So then I've finally got 2 more CGC books to show you. First one being Justice League of America. It's 1.0. As I've mentioned before, I'm not really a massive DC collector. However, I did get a really good deal on this, and I couldn't really pass it up, so for what the hey. I've got a few other Justice Leagues, but you know what, it is a very, very key book. It's a 10-center. It's not, for 1.0, it's not, well, okay, yeah, it's 1.0, so it's not fantastic, but to be honest, there's a lot of cover appeal still in this. A lot of the artwork on the cover is not that bad. It's not that badly damaged. There's Of course, you'll see, you know, tears there if you look around the edges, but for the most part, in the centre where the actual action, so to speak, is taking place, it's actually really nice. So yeah, no, really happy with that actually. It's a 1.0. So you got a letter from Roy the Boy Thomas. Gardner Fox story. Murphy Anderson cover, yeah, of course. Murphy Anderson, great artist. Great Golden Age artist. But yeah, so sorry for rambling, I'm looking at it like I've just seen it for the first time. And finally, Herb Trimpe's Sketchbook, Odds and Ends. I believe of this one there was 200 made, or something like that, of the cream colour one. There's a green colour one as well. I believe the cream colour one was the rare out of the two, but then there's another rarer one out of that. So basically what this was, I think a fan had asked Herb Trim to make a sketchbook, or he decided, I'm not really sure, I should really know the backstory, I apologise. But to be honest, the main reason I got it wasn't because of the grade, or, well, to be fair, it should be, you know, there are higher grades. I think there's 9.8s out there, but again, got a good deal on it. I think that's the only bidder when it came from the States. But the reason I actually bought this was on the other side. It's here. It's an actual sketch of the Hulk, and obviously a big signature by Herb Trimpe, which makes it a really nice piece. Again, this is just makes it a bit of art, doesn't it? Really nice sketch. You know, creative Wolverine, Hulk 181. It is. He's a great artist. He's one of my favourite artists. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. So yeah, that's really it. So I mean, I've got more stuff on the way. I have got some other stuff to show you, but I'll save that for another video. I feel like I've been rambling on a little bit in this one, so please accept my apologies. Again, when you're out of practice, it doesn't seem to flow as naturally as it would normally. But yeah, good to be back. Hope to see more videos from you guys, and thanks for watching, rating and subscribing. Cheers.